Big Finish has been doing Doctor Who audio dramas for so long. So today I decided that I would be taking a look at their main monthly range, doing, I guess, like an overview for every year they've done it. So starting from 1999 all the way to now. Now, the tough part about this is I can't do a complete overview of that year unless I have every audio from that year. And I don't own every monthly range audio. Uh, so that's going to be a problem because some of them just don't interest me. And that's a problem that can't be helped. So I'm going to do the most I can. If I'm going to do these overviews for years I have all the audios for. So if, say, like the year is 2001 and I'm missing one audio, I'm not doing 2001. But I can start easily with Big Finish's first year, I guess, in 1999, of the main monthly range, which had 3 releases in that year. So the first release was the first ever Doctor Who release, Sirens of Time, in July. Sirens of Time is done by Nicholas Briggs. Now, in these videos, I will be spoiling stuff. You have been warned. So, Sirens of Time. It's a multi-Doctor story. Big Finish now had the license. They gotta get people listening to this. How do you do that? You put 3 Doctors on the cover. That'll do it. So part 1 is with the 7th Doctor, part 2 is the 5th Doctor, part 3 is the 6th Doctor, and then part 4 they all meet and unite. So part 1 with the 7th Doctor is the weakest part in this story. I didn't like it, really. I think the 7th Doctor had like the least to do, the least interesting thing to do, really. I didn't really like the first episode, really, and like some people are like, oh, it's the strongest. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is the weakest one. Absolutely nothing. It gets boring at times. It's not that good. Part 2 with the 5th Doctor, on the other hand, is way more interesting. Not the best, but it's interesting. You know, I am at least intrigued. They all 3 of these parts before part 4 end on a cliffhanger. Which, the thing is, part 1's cliffhanger doesn't get resolved, part 2's cliffhanger doesn't get resolved, part 3's cliffhanger leads into part 4, so there's that at least. But the first 2, we don't get a resolution, it's just, oh no. But part 2's cliffhanger with the 5th Doctor, where the 5th Doctor lands on, he's on a ship, essentially, and it's like, you know, the whole, you're a spy thing that you get all the time in Doctor Who. The cliffhanger to that one is great, and then it just doesn't get resolved, which sucks. But yeah, I found part 2 to be a lot more interesting, and then part 3 with the 6th Doctor. 6th Doctor is easily the best one in this story. Best story and best character out of the 3 Doctors. 6, definitely. Because Colin just comes in and he just owns everything. He owns the scene. Yeah, great story. I really did enjoy it. I don't really want to spoil like the story a lot. Maybe like little bits here and there, but you know, go listen to it. You know? And then part 4, they all come together, fight the sirens. It's fine, you know. Part 4 is fine. Part 3 is definitely the best one. But yeah, it's not the best thing, but it was necessary. You needed to do a multi-Doctor story, just something to get people intrigued, and then you could do your other stuff. Because if they started with just like a normal 6th Doctor thing, much as I love the 6th Doctor, I doubt many people would go and be like, oh, I'm gonna start listening to this, you know. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. The next story in the 1999 monthly range is Phantasmagoria, which came out in October of 1999. Yes, we took a bit of a break. And this is Phantasmagoria, written by Mark Gatiss, who you should all know because he's written multiple stories for TV and books and a lot of things. He's done a lot for Doctor Who. This features the 5th Doctor and Turlough. And I am not a fan of this story. I didn't like it. I just found it boring, honestly. And that's the worst thing you can be, is a boring story. The 5th Doctor Turlough stories, I've heard, I just don't like. Which sucks. Because I want to like them, but it's not that good. They got like this smog going on in the story, like it's like this unseeable smog for a bit, and it's like, I don't care. I just don't care. It's not the best. There's better Mark Gatiss stories out there. yeah, it's not an essential. It's not an essential. So I really want to quickly move away from this story and talk about Whispers of Terror, the next one, then the final one, because there's only 3 releases in 1999. Whispers of Terror came out in November, the next month, which stars Colin Baker as the Sixth Doctor, Perry, and Whispers of Terror is written by Justin Richards. This is the best story in the monthly range for the year 1999. This was very much Big Finish want to test their sound design. So how do you do that? Well, the villain is completely based off sound. Smart idea. Good story. I genuinely really like this one. I see some people don't like it. I actually like this one. This is, I think, if you're gonna listen to Big Finish chronologically, I think this would be the one that would have gotten me intrigued, because it's very good. You know, sees the Sixth Doctor and Perry go to this museum where it's like recordings and all that, you know. Haha, get it, audio. Yeah, it's fine. It's a good story. I really do enjoy it, honestly. The thing about these early Big Finish stories that people point out is they have a very limited cast. Like, they're cast the same people over and over again. What do you expect? They were just starting as an independent company. Yeah. All in all, the main range for 1999 wasn't impressive, but it's just the beginning. It's the beginning of what would become and all the other amazing stories that this company would produce for us. So the best story of the main range in 1999 is obviously Whispers of Terror, and the worst story is Phantasmagoria. So yeah, there is that. And that's gonna do it for this video. Next time, I'm gonna have to check my Big Finish folder and see what other audios I have and when they came out, and see when the next overview is and what year. It's probably not the year 2000 because I don't have every 2000 audio. So there's that. But that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. You've been on YouTube for how long now? And I'll see you all in my next video.